Welcome back to Pop Culture Tarot. Okay, it's been a while. It's been a while. So let's get into this Cassie Diddy conversation. So last week, we became aware that Cassie had filed charges against Diddy in a civil case. And in that case, she chronicled the severe attacks and actually trafficking allegations against Sean Puff Daddy, Diddy, Love, Brother Love, right? Honeycombs. And she filed, interestingly enough, the day after Diddy's other long-term girlfriend, mother to his children, Kim Porter, passed. I think Kim Porter passed on the 15th, and Cassie filed on the 16th. We don't know how much she actually was asking for. People are talking about $30 million, $30 million, but it actually was Diddy's lawyer who released that amount. So we actually don't know how much, but whatever it was, he paid it. He paid it in 24 hours. And so, some people are shook. I mean, I definitely was surprised. I've never heard, of other cases being paid in 24 hours, especially from Diddy, who allegedly don't like to pay nobody. You know, he just started giving his artists their royalties, their masters, like this summer. I am old enough to, Diddy has a long history of accusations with certain things against people, not just women. And he just, yeah, he doesn't have a great reputation. When I used to live in Atlanta, he used to have his restaurant. We used to frequent it. And then there were rumors back then that he had abused his Kim Porter in the bathroom of that restaurant. So needless to say, we stopped going. Um, yeah, just not great, not great. His other child's mother, Misa, um, she did a whole Netflix documentary at one point chronicling her life before because she was really a popular designer, and then she fell on hard times, and she was actually homeless for a while. She was living in a car um by the train station, and meanwhile, Diddy's like a mogul at that time. So that also was really weird. Like, girl, why aren't you asking? Why isn't he like paying you? Or do you not want to be around him? Like, what's tea? What's really going on? Right? Like, why are you sleeping the train tracks, Misa? Um, so that's interesting. Yeah. So Diddy's just, not been an upstanding character. I mean, my God, the beginning of his career when he was a concert promoter and he did this concert and it was overbooked and people got trampled. It was a college promotion party that he was doing. Maybe he got probation. I don't even remember if he got probation, right? There was the shooting in the nightclub where, his artist at the time, Shine, wound up going to jail. Diddy wound up going free. That was around the time when he was with Jennifer Lopez, and she kicked him to the curb because her career was just on the rise, and she ran right straight to Ben Affleck, honey. She left Diddy and she went right to Ben Affleck. She was like, oh no, right? Her people got her out of there. So yeah, he's been alive a long time and he's got a long record of things behind him. So this thing with Cassie, for me, I was like, whoa, I haven't followed Diddy in a long time, but I believe everything she said. So let me just say that out the gate, right? So this reading for me isn't even like, did he do it? Blah, 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 blah. No. To me, this reading is going to be like, who's protecting Cassie and what was her relationship to Kim Porter, blah, 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 and whatever questions come to me as we go on. So let's get into this reading about who is protecting Cassie. Okay, so that's super interesting. So we have Thoth here, very, very powerful Egyptian deity who is the scribe. He's one of the scribes. So I wonder if this has something to do with her attorney. Well, it's interesting. I opened right up to it. Human shaped deity with the head of an ibis or in the form of a baboon moon god, symbol of wisdom, lord of time. He is the protector of scribes and the inventor of writing. Oh, shit. The god of magic, clairvoyance, and the law. Yo. Um, I'm getting a feeling about something and I don't want to say it, and I'm not going to. Hmm. He assists Anubis in judging souls and reaching decisions on their fate. You are required to show self-discipline as this is a key to success and making progress. Learn how to use intelligent resources if you want to successfully complete certain enterprises. Learn to be whole and to reject immoral tendencies. Be impartial in all things you do if you want to pursue a complete and just life. Okay, so that's the law. The law is protecting Cassie. And I feel like it's because there's so many eyes on her right now. I'm gonna go to my yes, no deck. Wow, that's fascinating. That's fascinating. So the law is protecting Cassie. Did I turn this? Police, attorneys, bodyguards. Interesting. So we got the Seven of Swords in reverse. And you know what? Okay. So it's not, is it the law? Yeah, but it's also, it says being outsmarted, coward, blackmail, confessing. Now, that attorney, Diddy's attorney, did say that she had been trying to get money from him for a while. And so it's not so much, but what's confessing, slander, being out. So I'm sure he's saying he feels like he's been slandered, blah, blah, blah. But what's interesting to me is this is this writing and this is this confessing. So I feel like, okay, she's being protected, which is what I was, because there's so much attention that has been, holy crap, y'all. Did I just snort on camera? Oh my God. Okay. So it's a couple things because this says maybe and it's starting to it's starting to gel in my head. Okay. So one of the things that's protecting her, because again, he protects writers, the law, etc. It is about being upright. It is about being whole. It's about being like impeccable with your word. So it's not so much the law that's protecting her, because we got to know that, which makes sense because all the years that she was allegedly being abused, where was the law? So that makes sense. But what's protecting her is the confessing and her outsmarting him obviously being the showing up, as the coward here. And it's also like swords are ideas. And this is a card of like gossip and all those things, and deception. And it's almost like with this being in reverse, it's almost like she took the narrative back in her own hands and she actually I guess maybe for new people, because I don't know who, whatever. Like I already said, we all know, most of us who are of a certain age, we know about Diddy. Um, but it's like she's changing the narrative. She's changing the ideas that people had, not so much about him, but about her. And then we get justice. Justice, karma, accountability, law, and integrity. So that's what's protecting her. It's more about, is this more about karmic justice for Diddy than even it is about her? And look what we have. Yes, the King of Pentacles. Look what the F we have. My God. Justice for the King of Pentacles. So again, I was watching this new astrologer, new to me that I like, Miss Charlotte, and she was talking about Diddy's purpose in life. I think he has a Pisces North Node. um but he is supposed to be going towards religion and God, and yeah, I think he does have he has a very it's either a Pisces North Node, or it's something with his 12th house where he is supposed to be learning about God and knowing about God. And the thing about the 12th house is it is about imprisonment, it can be about insane asylums, etc., and self undoing, right? The 12th house is the house of self undoing. And so it's more like this is his karmic path, because he's so talented. He didn't use his talents for the quote unquote good. He used it to get his shmoney, power, money, power, respect. It's the key to life, right? That was his song, right? You'll see the light, right? First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women, right? And so that's what it was all about for him. It was not, look at that. It was not the godly path for him at all, with this lovers in reverse, disharmony, rejection. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to feel like it's coming back to me. I'm what that other reading was. Yeah, yeah. These are like, for me, because the lovers to me is about the marketplace. It's about business partnerships and things like that. It can be love too, but that's not really what it was originally. Um, and so it's almost like, these contracts, these bad contracts, and this is not just like record company contracts. This is like underworld contracts. Yeah. Right. Underworld contracts. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Then we get the Emperor in reverse. Yep. So we get, wow, this is so interesting. We get Thoth, right? Who is about the law. He is about writing. He is the protector of writers. I also feel like this could be like people's publishing. I'm stretching it a little bit, but that's what I'm feeling, right? And Thoth is bringing that justice to these disharmonious relationships that Diddy has facilitated and participated in all these years, right? And then on this side, we have, all of his dirty deeds, all of those things, all of those ideas, all of the myth making that he created, right? Being turned upside down. And it's almost like Cassie, yes, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Cassie, as this upside down Nine of Pentacles, she was just the conduit, is what I'm hearing, to overturn his greed with this Four of Pentacles, right? Because obviously, like anyone, we all come into the planet with a soul mission. And whatever his mission was, he decided to be the King of Pentacles. He decided to be the Emperor in reverse for greed. Yeah. Yep. And so, yeah. And so now he's the Seven of Pentacles, right? In reverse. Now the door is open for will there be a domino effect? So I do have yes, there will be a domino effect to all of his dirty deeds, his the way he was reckless, the way he was disrespectful in his career and in his life. The floodgates are open. The floodgates are open. There was also a question that I had about Kim Porter and whether or not, I guess I could use my yes no cards, but um she's been gone a while now. So yeah, I can pull on her. This is interesting. My question was, is Kim Porter helping things from beyond? And I did get the Fool. This is a yes card. This is a card of a leap of faith. It is so interesting to me how in this particular deck, she's got the sun shining, and perhaps, but perhaps this is a yes. And perhaps this is, thank you. This is how we all were. Is what I'm hearing. This is how we all were with Diddy. We were blindfolded. We were blindfolded by the sun, by the beauty. We have the snake here. We were blind to the snake. We were blind to the temptation. We were fools. Wow. Ace of Wands, another yes card. Page of Cups in reverse. Wow. And then I'm going to stop here. Okay, she wants me to use this card too. Oh, and this one too. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, Kim. I see. Okay. 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 Dag. Shit. Oh my God. Okay. All right. This has got to be it. All right. So yeah, we were all really, really blind to um the snake. And in the beginning, he wasn't as what he is now isn't what he was. Okay. It's almost like you could get anything from him in a way back then. These actions, these Ace of Wands, the gifts, the trips, the fabulous life. It was almost, like a dream, and everybody was so young with this Page of Cups, right? They didn't know how to handle certain things. They didn't know how to handle emotions. They didn't know how to have boundaries. And then they came from a life of juggling with this Two of Pentacles, right? People didn't really come from money, you know. A lot of them did come from middle class families, right? They didn't all come from the hood. I know people like to pass that propaganda, but Kim is saying they didn't always come from the hood. Some of them came from decent backgrounds, but the money wasn't flowing. There was a lot of juggling of money and things like that. And Kim is saying that she did help to start Bad Boy Records, right? And so there was this time of celebration. There was this time of feeling like they had the world in their hands. And I also feel like there is going to be a return to that with these swords falling out of the heart, right? This Three of Pentacles. So again, she very much has a hand in this. I feel like this right here, this is what she is working towards also. So it's almost like I'm getting a reflection back at how great it was, how fun it was when they were blind, they were naive, they was doing their drugs, they was having their little sex parties, right? They were like they're having their little freak offs or whatever. And then it turned, as things will. And then it turned. And I wonder, oh my God, wow, wow, bottom of the deck. As I was thinking, I wonder what caused the turn. And we are going to, wow, okay, huh. So yeah, it was all good times, planning what's next. We have the world at our shoulder, we have the world at our feet, but it was all a lie. The mask fell off, right? The mask fell off. There were lots of hidden motives. There were lots of gaslighting, lots of smoke screens, right? Lots of cheating, okay? With all people, all gender expressions, okay? There was lots of that. And then, just lots and lots of toxicity. But my question was, is she helping? We do get divine intervention here. She absolutely is helping to pull these swords out of people's hearts from the other side. Okay. She is definitely intervening, where we have the magician here, which can also be heavy trickster energy in turning his world upside down. Okay, and exposing all of the things that were hidden with this moon card, all of the lies. And then we have judgment. So, yes, she started out as the fool, but not anymore. Not anymore. Is she in any kind of conversation spiritually with Cassie? It would appear so. With this yes here, she is helping Cassie to move forward. She is helping Cassie to move on. Did she help Cassie before she transitioned? This one, did Kim Porter help Cassie Ventura before she, y'all see what fell out, right? Y'all see what fell out. I think I want in here. Yes, 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 she did. She definitely helped Cassie. And isn't it interesting how we have, when we were talking about Kim, we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And so this is, again, learning about your emotions, being naive. The Page is a very naive card. And then here, when I ask, did she help Cassie? We get the Page of Pentacles in reverse, right? And so this can be like an immature, young energy. And so, yeah, she helped her. She helped her. Pentacles has to do with building things that last, creating a foundation, creating a strong foundation. And it says, yes, she helped her. She helped her when she was alive, and she's helping her from the beyond. Hmm. I am curious, what can we learn as spirits like nothing, but I know that's not true. That's probably not even spirit, that's probably my ego. What can we learn from this Cassie Diddy situation? So it's interesting that I have this surrender in reverse here. And what I feel like this is like what we can learn is not to surrender ourselves. That's what I feel like. Surrendering is good, but what I feel like, it's about betrayal. Yeah, it's about betrayal. Look at that. And there's judgment in the upright this time. When I ask, what can we learn? What we can learn. This one of the cards one of the things that it says on this card is self-evaluation. How are we really doing? What is our relationship to money? What is a relationship I'm hearing to betraying ourselves? How are we betraying ourselves right now? How are we abusing ourselves right now? How are we not holding ourselves in high regard right now? Is the question. And how can we change that? How can we change that? How can we transform our lives? So that's what I have. Again, I know it's been forever. Um, but it is what it is in the spirit realm. Um, and thank you so much. Thank you for following. Thank you for the recommendations of readings to do. And I will see you all very soon.